Well, to be fair, I also grew up on 1,000 Ways to Die.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was some shit.
That show showed different ways to die every single scene. So
what's unimaginable is death by chocolate. Like, why would that happen to you?
Just don't be a dog.
Don't be a dog.
That's very true. Or don't eat a lot of chocolate. If you don't eat a lot of chocolate,
unless it's me. Unless it's me. I am the one form of chocolate that is healthy for you in any amount you consume.
As a black woman.
Keep that in mind.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll cheers to that.
Cheers indeed.
I'm not cheersing again because I took
You know, we did too many cheers.
Yeah.
We cheers too much. Cheers.
I'll cheers.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Taste. There we go. That's enough for me.
Ooh, this is fun. Whoa, man, we out here.
Strong.
Revent Space.
In Norwood,
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Having a great ass fucking time. And making sure the level's right and shit, because a real nigga just gonna be what a real nigga do. I don't know what a real nigga is, but I'm that.
You still working. You gotta work, you know?
Of course. Work is always needed for you to be anything in life.
Like, we drink while we work.
This is why this is my favorite job. I can drink while I'm clocked in.
That's wonderful.
Elevating life. Be better. Instead of being mad at your situation, change your situation.
Facts.
That's right.
Facts. I'm mad I can't smoke weed at work. You know what I do? Get a job where I can smoke weed.
No, that's not it. I'm mad I don't feel comfortable smoking weed at work. Because I'll do it. I just won't feel comfortable. I'm going to go back thinking I smell like weed the whole time.
Yeah, like the whole time.
My hands smell like weed. My sweater smell like weed.
Whole time it's your upper lip.
Yeah.
You know?
You good?
Nope.
My bad.
I never heard that one before.
Because it's real.
That's the best upper lip joke ever.
Because it's real. It's real life.
It is real life.
It is real life. That's why it's funny.
The paranoia of smelling like weed is the craziest paranoia you ever had.
But it's only because it's right there up on your mouth.
No, that gave me PTSD, yo, because of that joke from back in the day. You know Dwight?
The white around your lip.
The white around your Duh. I used to get got by them jokes.
Yo, me too, yeah. I was like, that's a little trauma right real quick. I just touched a little PTSD. Like, did I really overcome this? Do I got white around my lips right now as we speak?
At first, I was like, is he gonna?
The white around your lips.
It's always the dark-skinned people, too, that always end up with the white around their lips.
Oh, no. Now I embrace it. You know, sometimes I just put highlighter, like, just around my lip, just to embrace it.
Just to embrace the ashiness?
Yes, exactly.
Whoa, I never thought about that.
You know, it looks nice, like, makeup-wise. Like, if you just put a little highlighter just up here. Like, yeah.
Ashiness is a privilege.
Just embrace it.
See, is it?
Yes. Melanated people get ashy.
My elbows are very ashy sometimes, most of the time.
Serious question, do white people get ashy?
Yeah, they do.
They do, you just can't see it.
Yeah. It's very dry. It's just flaky. They look very flaky.
And because you can't see it, it goes untreated. You know, out of sight, out of mind kind of thing.
Oh.
It goes out untreated, and that's why black don't crack.
My black dude don't not crack at all.
Because we can see it, so we treat it as it's coming.
My elbow black cracks.
What the fuck? It's like saying I got black ass knees.
Yeah. No, it's because sometimes they be ashy. I'd be like, damn.
Most black people don't lotion their elbows.
You don't lotion my elbows.
I'm sorry.
Quan don't lotion his elbows. Confirmed by the wife.
Not most of the time.
I think you're telling the truth.
I think we know.
I ran in the hide.
You have no reason to lie.
You know what's funny?
Nah.
I made sure I lotion my elbows before I left the house today.
Even my knuckles right now, a little bit.
I actually made sure as well. I used the shea butter this time because I was like, I don't know.
I make sure I get the elbows.
I only lotion my elbows in the summertime.
No, but you never know with these New England weather changes.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
And plus, I never want a girl to be like, yo, your elbow's ashy. At any point in my life. I will never. Because I've been there before. I've been there.
I don't really care about none of that
I
shit.
do.
That's why
I'm
I'm wearing
single.
sneakers right now. Because if I had decided to wear something with my toes out, I'd have been so self-conscious.
Your toes not done?
They're done, but what if they were ashy?
I'd have been looking.
See?
I look at like weird.
And then what if
I
you
look at weird
it?
shit.
See?
Ashy toes is funny.
I don't know. I like women with pretty feet. I feel like a woman with pretty feet says a lot. I feel like a woman with pretty phalanges just says a lot.
Phalanges?
Yeah, phalanges.
The fuck is that?
Toes and feet.
The bones that are at the ends of your hands and
Toes
feet.
and feet.
Anatomy 101.
Shit. Every time I record, I learn some new shit.
You a smart motherfucker, huh? You be saying words.
Low-key.
Yeah, you say
Low-key.
words.
Yeah, I say words.
I like words.
Indubitably.
That's a word.
It is a word. That's an actual word.
I actually like that word.
Indubitably.
Yeah.
Indubitably.
I say it on occasion. Indubitably.
I'm actually trying to get into the habit of saying supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That's where I heard the word indubitably is from that movie.
Do you know what that word mean?
Indubitably?
No, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
No.
You really want to know what that word means?
It's just a song.
No, it's actually has a meaning.
What's the meaning?
Wonderful.
It means wonderful?
Yes.
All that just to say cool.
Yeah, pretty much.
I got one for you. I got one for you too.
Pretty fucking much.
I got another one for you. Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
All that just to say lit. Oh, that's the longest word in the dictionary, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is, right?
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Well, I feel like it's just a racist word.
No,
that Ray just come off racist.
It do, right?
It just sounds like it's not meant for black people.
See, now that might be true because it's either for being against the government,
which is everything about being black.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
You know what? I ain't gonna compete with that because I'm too drunk to even try to compete with that.
You're drunk? No.
Welcome to Weed and Whiskey Podcast, guys. The greatest fucking podcast ever. We are out here at Revent Space. Shout out to my guy Cohiba. Shout out for Revent Space for allowing us to be in this space right here because this is beautiful. We like being in the suburb, bougie ass white people area because we gonna be black as ever. We gonna turn every no smoking sign.
We gonna smoke weed outside and drink alcohol in front of your establishments.
Basically, what I was just about to say, we're gonna turn every no smoking sign into now smoking. That is the goal we are pushing for, and we are going to accomplish that. For every no smoking sign we see, we will be adding a W. And the W will symbolize weed and whiskey.
Why can't we smoke in elevators?
That's the best hot box.
Going up.
Bro. Best hot box.
What the fuck do you mean, weed and whiskey?
An elevator is the best hot box while in motion.
Up. That's
you getting high while going up.
Mm-hmm.
You came onto something right there, my guy.
Thought process be on point.
You think sometimes. I'm proud of you.
Sometimes.
I'm proud of you.
Most of the time, not.
Black men that think is dangerous.
Black
they don't want us to know
think.
that.
Yeah.
One time in high school for Halloween, I was an educated black woman.
Wait, what? Wait. Can you say that one more time, please? What does that mean? Wait, what?
I mean, because Halloween is supposed to be scary. And because, you know, girl.
And an educated black woman is one of the scariest things in America.
And so that was hilarious.
Yo, that was fucking...
And every time somebody
asked... You a smart-ass motherfucker.
Did you go to school with a lot of white people?
Motherfucker. Game peep game.
Did you go to school with a lot of white people?
I did.
That actually makes it even better. I like that.
I was in a program called MECO, where it buses inner city kids out to like that.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, and out here it's called crack.
Yeah, they have the same thing today.
Crack. So shout out to everybody in the crack program. I heard of crack,
yes. So I
that's where you can live in Simsbury and go to school in Hartford.
Yeah, in
Harvard
Hartford.
And go to school in Simsbury.
Yeah. Or you can live as far as West Bumblefuck and go to school in Hartford.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here it's the other way around. We go to the suburbs from the inner city.
Oh no, the suburbs come to us. Sheesh. That's how it was with us. I had a girl that I played soccer with that told me she woke up at like 5:30 every day just to get ready for school.
Yeah, we had to get up mad early
in order to catch that bus. And it's like an hour bus ride every day.
It was. Oh my gosh.
But she told me she grew really good weed over there. So.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I got to reach in contact
I
with her
didn't even get into that shit.
Hell no. Soccer was one of my favorite fucking. Wait, matter of fact, I didn't fucking finish doing this shit. Welcome to Weed and Whiskey Podcast, guys. One of the greatest podcasts out here. We are not in CT. We are out in Mass right now, but we everywhere. Like. Nigga, what the fuck you think this is?
We're
you think
always
we stationary?
everywhere.
We don't just stay in one place. We go every fucking place because our personality is too big for just one room. And our room is really fucking big personality-wise. So imagine what that means. So we got to go other places just to tap into other great fucking personalities because, you know, the sun just don't gravitate people towards them for no fucking reason because there's a reason why the sun gravitate people towards them because it's just extraordinary. So we only go out here and see extraordinary people and we came all the way here in Mass I ain't gonna lie, just sitting here from the pre-show banter like, I fucks with her. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. The vibe is it. Like, the vibe is immaculate. And I'm gonna use the word that's actually the song title for one of Don Z.O.P. songs that's on his album right now. It was impeccable. It was very impeccable vibes out here. And you know, we love great personalities and we love people who can sit and just be on the same frequency with us because people who vibrate on the same frequency with us just go just as far as we do, if not further. And then when they go far, we just catch up with them to just go as far as well too because greatness piggyback off greatness. And I just said a lot without breathing.
Go ahead.
We're here. We have Kasia fucking on the fucking greatest. Oh, damn. I just fucked that up, but whatever. Do you actually go by your last name?
Kasia Levon. Kasia Levon.
I said it wrong, right?
It's all right. You know what happens.
Right? Yeah, I said it wrong.
Kasia Levon.
Kasia Levon.
Yeah.
We are here with an artist extraordinaire, one of the greatest singers that's going to be coming out of here from Mass. I said it. I dubbed it. I said it. So just be on the lookout. Just be on the lookout. Here she is.
What's up? No, sir.
I want to let you know.
Yeah.
He did that. He didn't write none of it down.
I could see, like, it's all off the dome.
Yeah,
no, but you was going.
Yeah, I needed to breathe at one point.
But it felt like you were, like, being a vessel.
I was channeling what the universe was telling me what to say.
I know that's right.
That's honestly what that's honestly the best description for it because the whole time we was out there smoking and getting right for this shit, I was sitting here telling myself, like, yo, I don't even know what the fuck I'm going to say to introduce this shit at all. I really don't.
It's all good.
I didn't know what I was going to say. And I didn't know what I was going to say until I sat down in this chair and we actually hit everything recording and it all just came to my head.
You got to gather all the information that you can.
I do. I got to gather the energy that's around me and just harness it and just put it in one perspective and understand what's around me, you know? That's all. That's all. But I ain't trying to get deep on y'all motherfuckers because shit. What up, yo?
If
How
it
you
happens,
feeling?
it happens. I'm feeling great, though.
I'm gonna get there, but I'm trying not to get too deep for how drunk I am, because I don't want to come off stupid because I'm too drunk. Because sometimes when you want to say shit, but you're so drunk, but you don't say it the right way, and then people look at you like, this nigga just trying to say a lot of shit just to sound smart.
I understand.
Yeah, so I'm learning my threshold between that now. And I'm kind of lit right now.
I feel great, too.
Yeah, y'all feeling great?
I feel amazing.
I feel good.
It's good to meet y'all.
I love
good to meet you as well. Thank you.
I love going towards great black talent, great black art. Honestly, I feel like black people create everything that white people gravitate towards or everything that white people want to innovate.
Oh my gosh.
You're not wrong with your
Well, I'm not right. I'm not wrong. That's what you meant to say.
Are you a proud parent or are you a jealous? They made it cool. Like, what is the feeling that you have? Like, I'm a proud parent for my perspective.
What do you mean?
Well, if that's what it is, if they're gonna copy.
I'm a proud parent.
I'm a proud parent.
I see where you're going. I'm a proud parent. It's just it's hard because sometimes,
especially if they're good,
people's hard to accept the proudness of being mimicked. Yeah, it's not easy seeing.
I think
the positive in being in mimicking.
I think especially when you have like this country though is different because the history here is different.
It really is
because everything else was built off the backs of slaves for free.
Yo, I'm starting to really rethink the fact that you remember when they used to teach us that a lot of people here were indentured servants.
That shit don't mean nothing to me.
Nigga, that's starting. I'm seeing more truth to that more and more, my nigga.
That shit don't mean nothing to me. I don't mean nothing.
Yeah, this is controversial. I'm gonna say it. For all the black people who want to take my black card for saying this, but I feel like they really doubled down and went so hard on the fact of being slaves instead of the fact that there's people coming here to work for their freedom, which is a whole different thing. That's a conversation for a whole another day. That it changed our trajectory and what we're looking for. And once you change what you're looking for, you change what you're trying to gain. If that makes sense to anybody who's trying to listen.
Change what you're looking for. You change what you're trying to gain.
I get what you're saying with that part. I just forgot what you said the first part.
Nah, because it's like they double down on us being slaves, on us having no choice, on us being forced into our servitude, all of that. But there was those slight stories that talked about the indentured servants that came to America.
I hear you. That's just a hard.
Because of what we were forced to taught, what we were forced to learn. So it's like, what if they double down on it because they don't want us to believe that we came here by choice because we were trying to escape something else greater?
Because, see, with me, I just think that they mixed a lot of things and they told us different stories.
The best lie have some truth to it.
So, what I think is they mixed Native Americans and African slaves.
Facts. Because native technically means original to your land.
Yeah, so they do that so you hide your history. You can't
be African American and be native.
Yeah, so you hide your history. You hide the history of certain people. So they mix them in and they take them away so nobody knows who they really are.
And also, if you tell people that they're from one place, why would they look in a certain place for originality?
I don't know, but my mom did that.
Ancestry?
The ancestry thing. Ancestry.com. Yeah. And so she set her stuff in, and she's native.
Yeah, she didn't know that, did she?
North American native.
Yeah, North American. So this is interesting, but then I don't know what my dad's side is, yet. But I have to do mine.
You do.
I have to do mine. I'll figure it out. I'll see.
But it's interesting to think about, right?
Yeah, so, we'll see. Have you guys done yours yet?
No, but I had a grandmother who loved to tell stories about her great-great-grandfather. So that's the one thing I loved about my grandmother. Before she passed, she told us stories about her childhood. Because at one point, she only lived in her childhood, mentally. So she used to tell us about how stories of her great-great-grandfather used to come here as a fisherman from Europe. Yeah. And met her great-great-grandmother, who was an Indian woman and living in Jamaica. And basically, he got the pum, fell in love, and decided, I'm not going back to Europe. I'm being honest. That's what it was. Okay. Once you go black, you just don't go back. And he was like, I'm just going to fish down here and build my family. And that's where a lot of our origination came from right there. Because my last name is very powerful. Like, if anybody actually knows the origination of my last name, they're supposed to ask some type of history behind it. Even though I don't know, you're supposed to still ask what was the path of it, because the way you pronounce my last name really makes a difference. It's not Levy, it's not Levi, it's Levi, and that's one of the most powerful pronunciation when it comes to the Jewish pronunciation of it as well too. That's one thing I learned about my history and one thing I learned about my last name throughout my path.
Ooh, so that might go back to Hebrew.
Oh, it goes back to white. Yeah, it goes back. That's why I like to say I'm one of the original Jews. Where the original Jews was black. Everybody knows that. True. Everybody who's woke. Everybody knows it. Original Jews is black. So I like to consider myself as one of the original Jews. And then I had a cousin who he went on his own spiritual path. And he was into readings. He was into the Yoruba religion. So he started practicing rituals from that. And based off his ancestry, he learned that a lot of his ancestors touched down on Cuba, touched down on South Africa. So me just piggybacking off some of the stuff that he learned as well too. So I learned that we touched different places before we even became where we're at right now.
That's right. We were really all over the place before everybody even discovered that somebody was staying there.
Exactly.
So yeah, because we already discovered all of it. Yeah, that's my understanding of it anyways.
Black people can read the earth.
It just feels right.
It feels amazing.
It feels right.
It feels amazing. But what up, though? How you feeling, though, man? How you doing? How long you been an artist, yo? Like, we gonna ask because close up. We gonna ask. How long you been an artist out here? We gonna get it right out here. I didn't even say what I usually say, but we gonna do what we do.
How long have I been an artist? An artist that I've been like actually pursuing this
seriousness with this shit.
Serious. Okay, so I want to say like ever since 2015. I've been serious about that. Yeah.
Okay, so a little bit.
It's a while. Yeah.
Nah, that's around when I started breaking out with my entrepreneurship and creativity as well, too. 2016 is when I started calling myself a poet.
Yeah.
That's when I officially started diving into, hey, I do poetry. You should look into my poetry because I'm a poet now.
That's a wonderful atmosphere to be in.
It is.
Poetry atmosphere, like when you go to open mics and they're just like strictly poetry.
It's just creativity at its
so
fullest.
So good.
And everybody's being themselves. Because, you know, like, that's the one thing I do appreciate about poetry. Like, nobody puts up a facade. Like, poetry is all about writing about everything you either experience or you're going through. You know? Yeah. Or you're telling somebody's story just because you understood it so well from a different perspective that you felt like you had to tell their story.
Yeah.
So, I'm guessing you've been singing all your life.
Oh, of course.
Okay. So why did you start wanting to record in 2015? What was the?
I was inspired by very many factors. Just inspired to be out there. People always said, "Oh, you should do this, you should do that." Every time they heard me sing, "Oh, you should do American Idol." You should do
American Idol.
Simon would chew your part.
You should do X Factor, and I'm always like, "Oh my God, no, I'm never gonna do those," because I just hate that idea of being judged in front of that many people at one time, and then like 3 people who don't even do what I do are making a decision on my life.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, like that's obviously
Isn't
strange,
that really weird?
right? It's
isn't that
strange.
how the business works?
As far as
think
TV,
about it,
it makes good TV, right? So like as far as somebody who's trying to make money on a syndicate, trying to be syndicated, that makes sense. To try and do something like that. But for me, I don't want to do that.
Take yourself seriously.
I want to make it.
But most artists isn't going to be the reason why you make it as an artist.
Most artists isn't going to be, no. But I'm going to try and do what I think feels right at the time, and then I'll make that move. You know what I mean? But I don't want to be on TV just because. I'm not trying to get attention. I want to share.
You want your own path.
That's different.
You want your own path.
Yeah, I feel like sharing is different than getting attention.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Who do you want to share it with?
I want to share with people that need assistance with turning whatever they're feeling into something better. I feel like that's what art is anyways. It's like some kind of like process where you change those feelings, either they're good or they're bad feelings, but you change those things into something that's digestible and fun and beautiful. If it's something so hard as like a breakup, but you can make it sound like a beautiful song, like that.
Like nigga, fuck you.
Yeah, like you can get those emotions out when you listen to certain songs. Like some people just don't understand. Like music makes everything. If you go to the movies, you watch a scene, you probably wouldn't be moved without the music that's playing in the background.
Facts. Music and they choose the specific music for the scene to invoke specific emotions for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all psychological.
Feel those things, go through the process, and heal. That's the point.
What would the world be without music?
Sad.
It would be sad.
You know what my equivalency to that is? A world without black people.
But you know what? I don't think that's even possible because
music comes in so many
we live in a universe.
A rhythm.
We live in a universe, and a verse is a song.
Ooh.
And so I don't think that's even possible. Everything.
Wait, say that one more time. Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
We live in a universe, and a verse is a song. All the molecules around us are dancing. Mm-hmm. It's impossible to not have music. We have sound. Everything has a pitch.
We're
communicating right now. and what I'm talking, how I'm speaking to you right now, somebody out there has perfect pitch and knows what note I'm speaking in right now. Somebody out there, perfect pitch.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm still stuck at the fact that you basically compared molecules vibrating to molecules dancing.
That's what they're doing.
Though. They are dancing.
Bro, like,
that's what they're doing.
That was mind blowing to me real quick.
As above, so below. Yeah. Everything, you and I are having a communication. Molecules are communicating too.
Yes. The molecules are actually dancing even more as the communication heightens. Because in order for anything, or in order for energy to be really felt, the molecules have to vibrate at a certain frequency for you to actually feel it.
Rhythm is the way of life.
That's right.
And it goes into one of my favorite things ever, equilibrium. Because now that energies are bouncing back and forth now we're heightening each other until we reach the same frequency as one another. Mm-hmm. That's why I always preach down on always surround yourself with people who can always elevate you, because when you're around people who's doing more than you have no choice but to do more or just as equal.
There's a phrase out there, never be the smartest person in the room. You ever heard that phrase?
Yes, I've been hearing that a lot lately.
Love it.
I've been hearing it a lot lately.
Sometimes I think, okay, that makes sense. But other times I'm like, what if you could be the inspiration?
I want to be the smartest person in the room.
Like, if you are the smartest person in the room, who cares? Like, you could be inspiring somebody. Yeah, but that's a good thing.
Facts.
You being the biggest inspiration in the room don't mean you're the smartest.
That's a good point.
And you being the smartest don't mean you're the biggest inspiration or whatever the fuck.
I mean, some people judge your smartness based off how you can inspire them. So it's like intelligence is really it's the measure of intelligence. Everybody measure intelligence on a different scope.
Yep, that is true.
Because it's like somebody else might call you a genius, and I might look at you like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about?
All you know is books.
Nah, that is just
books are cool, but that can't be all you know. You got to be out here in this life. You got to live a little bit.
Life is
there's a difference. To me, there's a difference between intelligent and being educated. Because being educated means that you just went to the necessary steps to pass the educational system.
You just regurgitated a bunch of information on a test.
Perfect word, regurgitated. And that's all a lot of people do. When you're intelligent now, you can form your own opinions. You can form your own thoughts. You can put things into your own perspective. That's intelligent. Intelligence comes natural.
Those people can explain.
Yes. Sometimes. Because
or
sometimes
they know
when
not to explain.
Yeah, because when you get certain things, my nigga, it's just because you already understood things prior. Mm-hmm. You know, it's easier to put things into place based off what your knowledge is bringing to the table. Because if you don't know nothing and you learn something new, it's just something new. But if you already knew something and then you learn something new, it just go hand in hand with everything. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yes, it does make sense. It adds a piece to the puzzle.
No matter how high and like, I got that one right there. I got that. I think I followed.
Because I realized
but that shit made sense.
I mean, studying parables a lot when I'm fucking lit. I realized that.
Yeah.
So all the editing that I do, I realize that when I get too drunk, I just be talking a lot. I have to start slowing things down and just realizing that I have to say things that actually make sense to the people that are actually listening right now. So thank you guys for listening. I really appreciate you guys. Mm-hmm. How important is music to you?
How important is music to me? Music is very important to me. I can't go a day without it. If I'm not listening to music, I'm singing. So it's one or the other.
I seen them. I watch a lot of Instagram reels, but there's this one that came across that sticks to me. Can you still call yourself a musician if nobody listens to your music?
Can you call yourself a musician if no one listens to your music? Yes. Music is its own entity. It's not about someone listening to it.
You think so?
I do.
Like, I personally believe if you are not a professional team, you are not an athlete.
Well, let's put it like this. Let's draw a parallel, okay? Mm-hmm. Because we were on a spiritual tip just a second ago, okay? Just a second ago we were. So let's draw a parallel.
Okay.
If you have a relationship with, I don't know, whatever you call God, mm-hmm. whatever that is to you.
Me. Mm-hmm.
Whatever that is to you, anything. And nobody else does, can you say that that doesn't exist?
Yes and no.
So this is for you. It's for you.
Oh,
music
if somebody's
is for you.
telling me something, okay, then no, it don't exist because I have a personal relationship with it.
You have a I have a personal relationship with music. It has nothing to do with anyone else. But when I do want to put something out, you know, that if you want to hear it, that's fine. But it still resonates with me. It's like it's my own healing process for me. So, you know.
Okay, I can hear this.
That.
I can hear this.
No, and then I also came across another post that said that 38 million songs was on Spotify and got 0 plays.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, that is terrible, bro. God damn.
That's a post. That's a post that's just floating around on the internet.
I watch a lot of. I don't know how the posts come across, but I watch a lot of weird and random shit.
You want to know what I think about that?
Yeah.
I think that social media is a place, a cesspool where people go to consume information about their darkest reflections. And they really accept those shit.
So you feel like people go on social media to see the things they don't want to actually see?
Yeah, like the social media plays on that shit. It plays on your insecurities. And so as an artist, I feel like only artists would see posts like that. You know what I'm saying? Like only somebody that's trying to do something would see a post like that, scrolling on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or whatever, and just seeing some disencouraging shit like that.
That's crazy.
That's just the algorithm. That's just how shit goes because that's what they are making money off of. That's what they generate engagement off of is negative engagement.
Yeah, fact.
It's a fact and it's known and it's proven and there's documentaries out about it.
Negativity is prosperous.
So like that's what I think about that. So hey, you know, you can listen to it or you can not. You can just click that not interested button on it and keep it scrolling.
But that's why they don't have a unlike button. They have a like button, but they'll never have an unlike button.
Hey, keep it scrolling.
Dislike, right?
Like a dislike button.
Only you should determine what you are to yourself about who you are as an artist.
Facts.
Nobody else. Not even a little post that you're scrolling past on. That person that posts that don't know you.
Facts.
They don't know you.
Facts.
What if they do know you?
They don't know you.
They don't. Because if they know you, they wouldn't be saying the things that they say.
They don't know you.
They
didn't at you.
I always realize that, nigga.
If they knew you, they didn't at you. They don't know you.
Facts. Only the people who know you is going to respect you the proper way when it's needed. That's how I realized the way people move with you in public is a reflection on how they either know you or how to respect you. Because you won't move a certain way that's against how I see things if you truly know how I felt about certain things.
On top of that, the people that are posting that know that kind of post gets the most engagement.
Yes.
They want the serotonin boost in the inbox. They want somebody to click on that and like that and somebody comment on that and say, well, not me or somebody, not everybody, blah, blah, blah.
The negative post get the most likes.
They just want all the engagement. They want that shit. Even if it's a bot, if it's a real person, whatever. But if it's a bot, you got to think about that stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little too serious, but
I mean, to piggyback off that,
that's real. That's real.
Let me ask this question. Do you believe in energy harvesting?
Yes, of course I do. Yes,
what do you mean harvesting?
We out here in the Matrix.
My fault. So energy harvesting is when there's like a mass amount of people gravitating towards a specific thing. Mm-hmm. You know, when a lot of people gravitate towards it, there's a lot of emotion towards it, which means there's a lot of energy being put towards it. Mm-hmm. People then harvest that energy from the masses and then use it for their own personal gains and own personal needs.
I don't got time for all that shit.
But no. All right, so let's jump into some conspiracy shit real quick, right?
Who's doing this?
So
Why?
This is why I'm with.
How much time do you got to get?
This is what I'm saying. We're gonna jump into some conspiracy shit. He might get it a little bit after this.
Okay.
So there was talks that's saying that when Kobe died, there was a lot of energy harvesting going around his death. Based off when had all the people congregating towards the stadium when he died and showing the picture and the montage. Was it a montage or like a footage of everything? Like they're saying there's a lot of people behind the scene that benefited from everybody mourning Kobe.
Sometimes you just gotta see that certain things aren't worth your emotions.
Elaborate a little bit from your perspective.
Your emotions are a creative force. That's what I use to write music.
Is your emotions?
I use my emotions. And I'm a strong believer in creating your reality. And so just to tie into what you're talking about, when you have a lot of emotions about something, it'll hold weight in a certain area that,
or the word that people like to use, it'll manifest into something else.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Let's overuse it. Everybody else do. Let's overuse it.
I don't want to use like buzzwords. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to
show that manifest a buzzword.
Yeah, I think
manifest is like, but definitely.
I think yes. But I'm trying to show that I understand the concept. I'm not just trying to throw manifest out there. Mm-hmm. Right. So
that's why I don't throw it out there, because I understand the power of it.
Yeah. So sometimes when you by yourself use your emotions for something, you can create it. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. If you hold on to it long enough.
If you believe in it.
You could do. So if you are, I grew up Christian. I'm no longer religious now. Hold me to that. But I grew up Christian, and I grew up with the understanding that if two or more are gathered in my presence, I am in the room. That's in, so, okay. So I being God, so being the Holy Spirit. So if you have more than one person on the same page as you, feeling the same things, it is a more powerful manifestation to whatever it is that you're trying to create. So people that are having feelings don't know that they're being used to manifest. Exactly. They're just having these feelings.
And they think it's normal, it's natural, and just being the human experience.
Because we are made in this image of creation. We do create. That's our constant.
Yeah, that's evolution.
We just do.
That's why we have unlimited dimensions and unlimited, because we are literally creating a reality every time we're in split decisions.
Every single moment. So the ones that know how creation works just put stuff in our face, kind of like Kobe dying.
Yes.
That makes a lot of people, specifically people that are connected with Kobe, like Black people who are very creative, who have this extra power.
No, because you got to understand, you know how many people grew up with Kobe?
We have this extra creative ability on us because we are
melanated.
Exactly. So this is... There was a song that came out like a few years. I was going on a tangent. There was a song came out a few years ago that was like, I got melanin. I got melanin. I don't know who made it, but it was like, it had a music video and everything. Like people was dancing and all that. I thought it was cute, but at the same time, it was like, okay, yes, plant the seed that people have melanin, but don't boast about it. Actually know how to use it, because the fact that you have it is a thing. That's a tool. Yeah. Don't just say that you have it and be like, yeah, I'm melanated. Like that's
you're not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing.
That's what's up. But you're being used instead of using it.
We're not in a position to boast yet.
Yes, exactly. So going back to the Kobe thing, people that are very connected to Kobe, that are like us, that grew up watching him and loving him and everything, that we are very emotionally connected to Kobe. Him dying brought a large amount of people on the same page emotionally.
And people don't realize when you're experiencing certain emotions, your brain literally creates different chemicals based off the emotions that you're actually exhibiting. So, and that's another thing too. That's another deeper thing y'all got to look into.
It goes up into the atmosphere.
Yes.
Everybody's in the same page, like I said. And so now we're creating. Now we're in a prime, ripe position for whoever is pulling whoever knows how to push the buttons and how to pull the strings and how to say, okay, you got to feel these things so that all these emotions come out and like we get to mold and create this certain reality because we need to make something. Okay, fine. That's cool. So for the people that know that, what are you doing to rise above? Facts. What are you doing to
go against the grain?
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to my other brand, At Grain. Tap in with that as well, too, where I do poetry.
Famous plug.
I do have a brand called At Grain.
It gets serious and then it gets good.
It do. But it's from the, people don't understand a lot of the things that come behind that. And then that's where the people like the conspiracy theorists gets put down. They're the one that gets stomped on the most because as soon as you start speaking about the power of energy, now you're speaking outside of the normal. You're speaking about things that people don't understand. So now you're considered a conspiracy theorist just because you comprehend things on a different level.
Well, see, if they don't believe, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No,
if they don't believe what I said, that's cool. But you do know that Google is a thing. But, and you can put peer reviewed in your search and find the science. A lot of people don't use Google though. You can find the science and that's fine. But what are you going to say?
A lot of people don't use Google. I learned that I don't know how to use Google either.
I think a lot of people get, when it comes to conspiracies, because I believe a lot of shit. I just don't believe like conspiracies where people, I don't know, you got some crazy motherfuckers out there that make up anything. And
it's
a lot of people
that's true.
You know what that's called?
What?
It's called being a writer.
You said that's fiction.
Yeah, it's just fiction shit.
That's all it is.
You said that's fantasy.
The best writers are the best exaggerators.
But we have a lot of that now.
It's fantasy.
We have a lot of people who write fantasy novels and call it Time Magazine.
But wouldn't you say like that's kind of us like as a reflection of it? Wouldn't you feel like that's a reflection of us as people like we'd rather escape into these fantasies than to attack reality head on?
Of course.
Like nobody want to accept that I ain't shit in real life. But I want to build a reality where I ain't
nobody wants to accept that China's the new world superpower. But we're going to accept that soon.
Wow, we changed subjects really fast.
No, we ain't got to say so. You got to go back and keep going on what you're saying. I'm just going to give them the shout out because don't say I ain't say nothing. I told y'all niggas.
Let me ask this.
By the way, guys, I'm having a great time. I just want you guys and I just want everybody to know that I'm having a fantastic time right now.
For everybody listening.
I got some Chinese food. I was eating that. We was eating that. Shout out. Yeah. We had the Chinese food. Yeah. We having a great time over here. We drinking and we smoking.
They don't know
she said some shit. What? Shout out to the Chinese food. For everybody listening right now, how many of the things in your house right now says made in China?
Nah, because you brought up that with the new superpower.
That's what I'm asking. How many things in your house right now says made in China?
Just about 90% of your stuff.
It's China.
Yeah.
Nigga, the NBA is China.
Yeah.
Your favorite things is China. A lot of African things is
all
China.
Your favorite movies,
China.
All your fucking your dishware, all your fucking shoes, all your fucking everything.
Your dishware, all your shoes.
Especially for the Jamaicans out there. Jamaicans love to buy their fine China and lock that shit up and nobody can use it.
Nobody uses it.
Oh my
20
gosh.
years. Dusty plates and shit in the cabinet. Like, what's the point of having dusty ass plates?
You just have to rinse your plates. Just make sure you rinse your plates, ladies and gentlemen.
Nah, you don't gotta rinse what don't come out the cabinet.
I was gonna say, it's just sitting there.
It don't come out the cabinet.
Just put them up in there. Put them, and then you put them like facing up, like people want to actually see them.
Like, then got them started.
No. People stop in your house like, oh look, nice China.
No. The worst part is when you put the plastic on the fucking couch and put it on the furniture. Like nobody wants to sit on plastic furniture. Nigga. Like the sound that it makes every single time you make a little move. You can't get away with nothing on a plastic couch.
That's terrible. Like, who was you preserving this couch for?
Yeah, like, where did that start to make our parents want to plastic their couch?
They just want to make sure that their investment lasts a long time.
Why don't we do that?
Because they used to do stuff on like layaway and stuff.
Why don't we do that? Do we not value things as much no more?
I don't know.
No, good. We don't. We need to.
I don't know. Stuff changed over time.
Is that
stuff
a good thing that we don't value items as much no more, or do we value different types of items?
And our shit now is cheaper as fuck. So
is trash more expensive?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Trash is more expensive.
Trash
nowadays.
is more expensive. By the way, we're doing like electric vehicles now. What about the batteries? Those lithium batteries are going to be like impossible to dispose of.
Yep.
Somebody's going to open up a business to dispose the batteries.
Fuck the disposing. Where do you get all the shit to make the batteries?
I'm just saying lithium, hey.
What is lithium?
It's possible. It's an
element.
It's a mineral?
An element.
Says the CNC.
Mineral.
That's what you call yourself, a CNC-ness? A machinist?
Nah, that's just another one of my many talents. Chill.
You're a multifaceted individual.
Multifaceted. You have to add the ED on that. That's another one of my talents.
One of his many talents is having the gift of gab.
Not even. I don't know how to speak for shit.
I'm all right with talking. I'm all right sometimes.
I be all over the place. It don't even matter. And then half the time, I really don't be listening to people say to me. Like, in the morning, especially, when they come up to me, oh my God, I play the shit out of it. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, to keep it a bug. Yeah, I relate. Because the first hour or 2 hours into my shift, I don't hear anything nobody's saying to me. Because I'm adjusting into being my shifts. So when you're talking to me, it goes in one ear and like out the next. And then like 2 hours into my shift now, I'm sociable as fuck. Now I'm ready to talk to everybody.
Oh no!
I just keep walking around and people talking to me. I'm like, yeah, sure. My favorite thing to do is laugh because that gives them confidence to keep talking. But I'm really not listening.
I can't do that. I had to make like a New Year's resolution to be like more like that.
You make New Year's resolutions?
Nah,
and stick
really.
by them?
I was just like
quoting some shit.
New Year's resolution, so. I want to say more like for sure.
Can it be a new year if there's still snow on the ground?
Happening. Excuse me?
Can it be a new year if there's still snow on the ground?
Wait, what? What does that have to do with it being a new year?
If there's still,
she know what I'm saying. Can we really call it a new year if there's still snow on the ground?
If you really think about snow, it's like a blanket for the ground. So if it's still sleeping, then is it really awake?
So you're telling me it's killing everything that I need to survive?
No, I'm saying that the blanket is for sleeping. And if it's still there, is it really spring?
But sleep is the cousin of death.
And death is the equivalent of winter.
So why the fuck do I want it?
Wait, what? What?
Winter, coldness.
It happens. We're at this place.
No, it happens in America.
We're at this place. We're in the northern hemisphere. You got to go to the equator if you don't want winter.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back to the equator.
So then go to the equator.
I'm trying to, but I need to make money up here first. So I'm going to go further.
But
at least you're going to be happy.
The thing about this conversation is
you can come back and visit.
I could visit. Yeah.
There you go. You have somewhere to visit.
I saw this video floating around about a white girl that had sun poisoning. Did you guys see that video? What? Sun poisoning.
What the fuck is sun poisoning?
I've never heard of it. Right.
How can it be?
I don't know.
That's the whitest thing I've ever heard.
She like swelled up on one side. It looked like an allergy. And she was bad for like 3 months.
That's like saying I'm allergic to water.
Some people are.
Actually, I've heard of that.
Yep.
How do you bathe?
How do you bathe?
They don't bathe. They very, very quickly.
How do you hydrate?
Don't bathe.
How do you hydrate?
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't. It's not an internal allergy. It's a external allergy. So it's only when water gets contact with your skin.
You burn. Yeah. That sounds like the Wicked Witch of the West.
That's so unfortunate.
Shit is real. You know what's even more fucked up than that? You ever heard of phantom limb syndrome?
Yeah, I heard about that
That's
shit.
fucked up. You don't have
an
arm, but your arm itch.
Yeah, Luke, imagine if you had to cut off one of your limbs.
Oh yeah, amputate it.
Yeah, and then you could feel it itching, but it's not there. Oh my god,
that's foul.
That would be horrible.
That shit is
I feel
bad. That's a horrible thing.
Yeah.
Yo, imagine
messing with your head.
Imagine a nigga who itching the ear all time just to feel like I itch something.
Oh my god, I would really cry.
I would cry every day just to make myself feel better.
I don't think that'll make you feel better because your leg is still itched that you don't got.
Yo, if you can lose one body part, what's the one body part you can lose and actually feel comfortable losing?
If I could lose one body part.
If you had to lose a body part, you have to sacrifice a body part. What's the one body part you can sacrifice and be comfortable sacrificing? You know you can live life mentally straight.
The third
My breasts.
toe. Wait, what?
My breasts. I could be fine without my breasts.
You're selfish.
I'm selfish.
You're selfish.
Excuse me.
You're selfish.
No, that's just one thing I said I could go without.
That's selfish. What about other people?
I was gonna say my third toe. Nigga.
No, but your equilibrium would be off. You need your toes
off.
to walk.
Yeah, your pinky toe is very good to your alignment,
I
bro.
walk fucked up anyway.
You need your toes to walk.
I can't walk in no.
He trips over everything.
I can't walk in no fucking straight line.
That is actually true.
No, but listen.
This is my third toe.
But
I'll do the pinky one too. It don't matter. So it don't look like it's fucked up. It looks like my toe just fucking.
Okay,
I got
but
a big ass
listen.
foot.
But you would be like falling over.
That's how he walked already.
Anyway.
He literally trips over shit that he literally has in front of him.
I can trip over 1 foot. Do that make sense?
He can trip over air.
The ground I stand on, I trip.
If he thinks about tripping, he trips.
Think about it.
Think about tripping. You creating your reality, bro. You need to tell yourself different stories, man.
I believe I'm 100% confident in my ability to not walk in a straight line. But that's how I live my life. I live in my faults, regardless or not. I know who I am. So if I don't have to walk in a straight line, cop can't pull me over talking about DUI. Now I'm like, yo, nigga, this is how I walk. What you want me to do? I show you a video of me on a regular day. I'm walking like this, all over the place.
So you just get out of like those kind of situations because you can explain that you walk like that on a regular basis.
No, I've never been in those situations.
Yeah, I try not to. I'm black.
So I would hope not.
Yeah, we might not have a chance to explain. That's why we walk that way.
No, but I'm just saying, like.
It's okay, man. I understand. I think the worst thing I'll probably be able to lose comfortably is an ear.
An ear? Oh,
in the ear? No. Oh, you think you Beethoven now?
No, I just don't care for what people say anyway.
It doesn't make a difference.
Doesn't make a difference.
So you just want to not listen to these
niggas?
niggas?
I have a reason not to give a fuck about what you say.
Oh, I couldn't. My fault.
I can't hear these